What's up, everybody? It is Matt Modi with OddsJam, and for this video, got my NBA lock of the day for you guys. So I didn't have a lock yesterday, but I have a 4-game winning streak on these locks. I'm 6-3 total since I started doing them. Again, didn't have one yesterday, which probably ended up working out in my favor because had a rough day yesterday, down a little over 125. Ended up not being terrible because my bets for the late game won, but for the early game, it was rough. So for this video, like I said, it's my lock. If you're unfamiliar, my locks are specifically on a game spread or a game total, so any type of game prop. So if you want my player prop bets, just check out the article in the description of the video. I have a link for my player props. Those I do separately. You got to click the link if you want to go to the player props. Speaking of links, if you want to learn how to make $2,500 a month, fill out that form you see in the description. It's the first line. The first one is oddsjam.com, which I recommend you go to. The second one is a form for you to fill out just so we can get some information about you. Once we have that information, schedule a call with the head of customer success, and he will go through how you can make $2,500 a month betting with OddsJam. So fill that out. Free money. Sounds pretty nice. That profit, it's not a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. It's just using the OddsJam tools and the stuff that we have available to you to make money. For me, for this video, I should say, I'm mostly going to be talking about the positive expected value page. So for my locks of the day, I'll just get into it. So it's not going to be any secret what my lock of the day is going to be. There are only 4 plays on here, and they all involve the total in some way regarding the Timberwolves versus Grizzlies game. So for my locks of the day, there are 3 qualifiers that they have to meet. Number 1, they have to be positive expected value. If it's not positive EV, don't even look at me. Number 2, the market width needs to be 15 cents or below. And I'll detail all that in just a little bit. Number 3, I got to like it for basketball reasons. If it's within 15 cents, I'll still take the bet, but I'm not going to make it an official lock of the day. The locks of the day, I put the most amount of money on. So normally, the most I put on a bet is going to be 100. Locks of the day, I put 150 because I put a lot of research and effort into those. So I definitely want to make sure that I profit the most off of them. So for a positive EV bet, the way it works is the OddsJam perfect line is pulled from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So we deem this to be the most accurate representations of how lines should be priced. Anywhere in which you're getting more favorable odds on another sportsbook is going to have positive expected value associated with it. So for this first example, looks like the play is on the Grizzlies team total under 118.5. Perfect line prices it at minus 109. BetMGM prices that at plus 110. Right there, you see that there's a gap between the OddsJam perfect line and what you're getting it at BetMGM. A good gap, not a negative expected value, a positive one. So for market width, the 15 cents or below. So market width is essentially a way in which the OddsJam perfect line just to convey confidence in the line. So any number that is low, that means a tight market, that is good. Anything that's high, that means not a tight market, that means bad. The way it's calculated for 2 minuses like this, you just add them together. So this one would be 16, which is very close to McSlam lock of the day worthy, but not anything 15 cents or below is going to be McSlam lock of the day. So there is one already here. I guess I should say there is one here. Plus 109 minus 122 has that at 13 cents in market width. That one's within range. I actually already took this bet for my game preview for the Timberwolves versus Grizzlies. So if you want to read all of our game previews, I have the link for that as well. You just go to Sports, NBA, click News, and you see all these different game previews, best bets, all that good stuff on our website. So check that out if you want to read all our written work. I have actually done pretty well on my article predictions, so definitely check those out and lock in those bets. But so this one, like I said, I already took. And this next one here isn't quite within range. It's 18 cents in market width, which is still good. It's not load city worthy. And then we have one down here under 233.5. So it's essentially just a half point above this one. So if this one pushes, this one still hits. And let's dig into this one. So market width is only going to be 14 cents because it's a plus and a minus. So you subtract the two numbers, 128 minus 114 equals 14 cents. That's McSlam worthy. The next thing I like to do is just find out what the true line of this is with the VIG removed. So I'm sure those of you who are watching this are familiar with what the VIG is in sports betting. It's just the juice that sportsbooks price up the odds themselves. What sportsbooks don't do is charge a transaction fee. You can place as many bets as you want with no transaction fee, no charge for that. Instead, they juice up the odds a little bit to guarantee their profit by accepting bets on both sides. So what I like to do is just remove the VIG and find out what the true line of the bet is and go from there. So the way you do that, it's very easy. OddsJam has a no VIG odds calculator that you can use to remove it. You just go to the oddsjam.com calculators, no VIG fair odds calculator. All you need to do is just add both sides, enter in both sides of the line. So it doesn't matter what sportsbook you're betting it at. You just need both sides of the OddsJam line, plus 114, minus 128. So plus 114, minus 128 puts the true line of this bet at minus 120, and I got it at minus 115 on BetMGM, which makes it a really good bet. So this is going to be my official lock of the day, under 233.5 in the Grizzlies versus Timberwolves game. I like this for basketball reasons. 2 of his games have gone over, 2 of them have gone under. The defenses seem to step up. Sometimes they don't seem to step up. In a game that's 2-2, I expect both teams to really put up a good fight defensively. I expect this to be closer to games 2 and 3, where the total went under, where teams have a little bit of scoring is a little bit hard to come by. And the Timberwolves have had 2 games in which they have scored less than 100 points. So I'm not super worried about the Timberwolves or the Grizzlies scoring a lot. So I love the under in this game. So now I just need to add it to my bet tracker. Click this plus button. You see the screen here, add to bet tracker, over, under. Make sure you put in the right side, the right odds. So I got this at BetMGM. There's how much I put on it. Odds are correct. BetMGM under 233.5. So let's go. Now it's added to my bet tracker. So the bet tracker is something that OddsJam offers for free. It's really important as a sports bettor to understand whether you're profitable or not. So I highly recommend using the bet tracker, even if you're not a subscribed member of OddsJam. You go to the OddsJam website, bet tracker bets, and it's going to list all of your pending bets, or all of your bets, not even just your pending ones here. I like it because it's red and green in terms of whether you're beating the closing line or not. Green obviously equals good, red equals bad. The closing line, the CLV, you see here are just the no VIG odds that we just calculated. So for this play, it would have been minus 120. So it's nice to know if your bet is red or green. If it's red, sometimes you can cash it out. Sometimes, you don't have to. Sometimes the sports books won't let you. I'll normally let it ride a little bit into the day and see if the odds are going to swing again. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But the goal is obviously to maximize as many times as you're beating the closing line. So pretty much any time above 50%, you'll be profitable. Anything above that, like I said, you'll be profitable. But for me, like at 73.3% is pretty good. That's how I've been able to profit so much using OddsJam over 11K. And I've been doing it using the strategies that I've talked about in this video and in other videos. So look at market width, only bet positive EV, and you're going to beat the closing line more often than not, and then you'll be profitable. But as far as this video goes, that's what I got for you. So the official play, under 233.5 in the Grizzlies versus Timberwolves game, minus 115 on BetMGM. If you're tailing the pick, let me know. I would love to hear it. Hit me up at my Twitter handle below, or you can comment on the video. Would also appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. But most important of all, fill out that link in the description, the form. Give us some information, and then we'll schedule a call, and you can learn how to make $2,500 betting with OddsJam. And then, of course, if you want my player props, just click that link in the description as well. But as far as this video goes, that's all I got for you. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.